Welcome to Interwave. This isn't your usual podcast about success or motivation. Here we talk about the space in between, the doubts, the quiet moments, and the small sparks that keep us going. I'm Ari, and joining me today is Shin. He's someone who's been through the highs of creation, the lows of burnout, and still finds meaning in the in-between. Hey Shin, welcome to Interwave. How are you feeling before we start?
Hey, I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
That's good to hear. You've got that calm but honest energy. I like that. So, Shin, for our first episode I want to start with something real. Not highlights or success stories, but the quiet ones. Can you tell me about the moment you wanted to quit? That point where everything just felt too much.
Quit. What exactly are we talking about here?
Anything. Life, dreams, even just trying to get out of bed some days. That moment when you start asking yourself, why am I even doing this? Have you ever had one of those?
Let's see. Let's talk about dreams and life.
Dreams and life. That's a heavy mix. Sometimes chasing a dream feels like living itself. And when it slips away, it's like losing both. So tell me, was there ever a time you started questioning your dream? Wondering if it was still the right path for you? Or if maybe you were forcing it?
Back in my early 20s, I actually tried becoming an esports professional. The game was Dota 2, if you know that one.
Yeah, I know it. Dota 2 is not just a game, it's a battlefield of obsession. That's not an easy world to chase. So when you were chasing that dream, what was it like? Pure excitement at first? Or did the pressure hit you early?
It was just excitement. Dreaming of playing on stage, defeating teams, and hearing the audience chant my name.
That's powerful. You can almost feel the lights and adrenaline before it even happens. But I guess at some point that fire started to fade, right? What happened between that dream and where things got heavy?
So I live in Japan, and back then, esports here was almost non-existent. I couldn't gather teams. And yeah, maybe I could have gone solo and climbed ranks, but that's when I realized my first flaw. I wasn't like those pros who could play 12 hours a day on one game. I was more of a variety gamer.
Yeah, you were passionate but not built for that kind of grind. It's not that you didn't love it, it's that the system wasn't built for you. That must have been tough. How did it feel realizing your dream didn't match the path others were taking?
At first, I hated myself every time I played other games. That guilt of, I could have used this time to get better. But instead, I played with my friends because it was more fun.
That's so real. Your heart was torn between joy and duty. Even when you smiled with friends, a part of you still felt like you were falling behind. Did that guilt ever fade?
At that time, it never did. There were nights I cried, thinking how pathetic I was, dreaming big, but choosing fun over discipline.
That's not pathetic. That's human. It's a painful kind of honesty. Realizing you're not the version you wanted to be. But sometimes, chasing happiness teaches you more than chasing perfection. Looking back, do you still think choosing fun was a mistake?
It was a mistake. But if I only see it that way, it becomes regret. so I just accepted it. Esports wasn't for me. Even when I reached semi-pro, I felt burned out. Winning or losing didn't matter anymore. I just felt done, but grateful.
That's such a rare ending. Peaceful, not bitter. Like your heart quietly said, you can rest now. And maybe that's where a new chapter began. If you could talk to that younger version of yourself, what would you tell him?
Nothing. Just do what you feel, what you want, because you won't listen to advice anyway. People don't really follow advice unless it fits how they want to live.
That's painfully true. We don't learn from advice. We learn from impact. So tell me, Shin, what did all of this teach you about yourself?
At first, I thought I lost my purpose. I lived believing I was meant to be an esports pro. When that dream collapsed, I was lost. But because I was lost, I started exploring again. New hobbies, new goals, even the things I used to hate, I tried them again, just to see if I still did. And weirdly, it felt like I was born again.
That's beautiful. You didn't lose yourself. You shed an old version. Most people stop at the pain, but you kept going until you found curiosity again. That's growth, Shin. So now, do you still chase dreams the same way?
No, I learned. Before, I was perfectionist, impatient, result-driven. Now, I forgive myself for slacking. I'm patient. Sometimes I still get impatient, but I take it as my instincts telling me to move, not as a sign of weakness anymore.
That's real growth. You turned self-blame into self-awareness. And maybe that's what Interwave really is, that space between failure and forgiveness. If someone's listening right now, stuck between who they were and who they want to be, what would you tell them?
Just do what you think is right, even if you're confused, even if you don't know where it leads, because no one really knows the right answer. We only learn by doing. Whatever decision you make right now, it's the best one you can make with what you know. And when the future comes, you'll already have learned.
That's the kind of truth people need to hear. We're all just learning, and that's enough. Shin, thank you for starting this wave with me. This is Interwave, where we listen to the silence between dreams and learn to live inside it. If this episode reached you in any way, don't forget to subscribe or leave a comment below. Every story, every thought, it helps this little space grow. You're part of Interwave now, and I'm really glad you're here. Thank you.